So I'm gonna do this a little bit different than my other tutorials because I feel like I'm always kind of doing voiceovers. I want to kind of switch it up into a talking tutorial. So that's what I'm going to do today. By the way, I just did a brow tutorial on these, which will be up a while before this video, like I think a week or two before this video is. So go check it out. Link will be in the description. Go check out how to do your brows. And yeah. So first things first is eye primer. I'm not using my MAC Painterly Paint Pot today. I'm using Urban Decay's Primer Potion, which I rarely use. So I'm just going to put actually a tiny bit on the back of my hand. And then I'm going to use a brush for this so that it's the way that I want it. I am just put a little bit of that on the back of my hand, and I'm going to take a brush. This is the Urban Decay Naked 2 brush that came with the Naked 2, and I'm just going to kind of brush this on. A little bit of this goes a long way. So for this, I want something very fresh and not too much eyeshadow going on, just really focus on the eyeliner. But the eyeshadow I'm going to use is very bright, but I'm going to use it with a very light hand and a very small amount. And I'm going to be taking actually a blush. This is from Sleek Cosmetics, and it's from their Caribbean collection, and it's in Aruba. This is like my favorite orange blush ever. And I'm going to be taking that on a 217. Woo, you can see that product. Sorry, all of my brushes are dirty. You guys, it's just how it is right now. I haven't washed them in a while, but yeah. So I'm just going to take this with a very light hand in my crease area. This brush is super pigmented, so obviously that light hand kind of applied a good amount of product. And I'm just kind of placing it, and then I'll get to the blending part and all of that good stuff. So I'm just kind of like putting it on my lids, and then in a second I will worry about blending it. But to blend that, I'm going to take this Sephora, the name and everything rubbed off, but I think it's a number 18 brush, and I'm just going to blend that shadow really well. Like, I just kind of want it to kind of fade out and be completely seamless. So I'm just blending that really well. As you can tell, that really helped kind of diffuse that a lot. I'm going to use this shadow from Victoria's Secret in Silver Dust. It is a pigment, and I'm going to just put that lightly on the lid. It's very sparkly. And I really just want like a light wash of this. I'm actually just going to take this Hard Candy shadow in Infatuation, taking that with a MAC 252 brush. And I'm just going to put that as my highlight. And then once again, blend. So that's it for the eyeshadow. Now for the fun part. For the liner, I'm going to be using one of my favorite blue liners I've ever used. I've used it for years, and it is truly one of my favorites. It is the NYX Studio Liquid Liner in Extreme Blue, and it is extreme. It's my favorite. It's so pretty. The brush is like really nice, thin brush. So let's just get started on this liner. So I'm just going to start in the middle. Bring it out, and then I'll slowly work my way in. Okay, so there is part of it, and I'm just gonna go on to the next eye before I start the wing. Okay, and now that I have like the initial line, I'm going to start to do the wing. So there is one wing done. Okay, so now that my winged liner is done, what I did was I just kind of sat here with my eyes kind of just facing downwards so that the blue, because it is blue and you just kind of want to let it to dry, you don't want to open your eyes and have it transfer anywhere else on the lid besides where you want it. So I just kind of sat there for a few minutes till it dried, and now I'm ready to move on to mascara and eyelashes and the rest of the look. So I'm just going to curl my lashes. And use my mascara. The mascara that I always use is the CoverGirl Flamed Out Mascara. This mascara is really good and I just love it. I'm going to use lashes. The lashes that I'm going to use are the Salon Perfect Demi Wispies in black. I already have a pair out ready to get going, so I'm just going to put the lash glue on those and apply those. So now that I'm done with my lashes and the top half of my eyelid, the next thing is going to be eyeliner on like regular pencil liner on the waterline. I'm going to be using two different blues on my waterline. I'm going to be giving it kind of a depth, so I'm going to take this NYX pencil in Sapphire, which is like a sapphire blue. And then I'm going to also use Urban Decay's blue liner in Deviant, which matches the liner on our top lid perfectly. And I'm going to take the sapphire blue from NYX and just tight line with that, just to kind of make sure that the lashes and everything looks full. And then I'm even going to put a little bit of that in my waterline on the lower lashes as well. And go over that with the Urban Decay liner in Deviant. Or Deviant, I don't really know how you pronounce it. So next thing I'm going to do is add mascara on the lower lashes. Almost done with the eyes, you guys. On the inner corner, I'm going to put a little bit of a white shadow. This is the Milani Runway Eyes Lily White Shadow. And I'm going to put this in my inner corner. And these are the finished eyes. Okay guys, so now that my eyes are done, when I wear like a blue eye like this, or I have like a lot of blue on the lid, I personally, like I said, like the orangey tones and things like that bring that out. So I really like to play up like a bronzy cheek. So I already have bronzer and contour on, which I'll show you what I used. For bronzer, I use the Jimmy Kid Showstopper bronzer. I just put it on my forehead and actually down my neck. I didn't put any of that on my cheeks. And then for contouring, I use the Maybelline Dream Wonder powder in the color Caramel. And I just contoured my cheeks and a little bit down my nose with that. Just to kind of start that bronziness, get my cheeks ready. And for blush, I'm going to be using the Jimmy Kid blush in South Beach. And that is what that looks like. And I'm going to take that on a Sigma F40 and just use that as my blush. I like this because it is like a bronzier looking color, but it does have a little bit of pinky tones slightly in it, just like that. I know it looks super harsh in camera, but I kind of love the way that looks. For my highlight, like I always do, I like to use Soft and Gentle. Once again, it has those gold bronzy tones in it, which I think really complement the eyes. So I especially like to use this. And I'll just put this on the tops of my cheekbones. Like that. Tip of my nose, a little bit right here. And yeah. The lips, because there's so much going on with the eyes and my cheeks are kind of heavy, I'm just going to use a very nude lip, and this is NYX Brown Lipstick in Circle. And this is the finished look.